Now on CoastTV News.
The Bethany Beach dune that was torn down is officially getting a makeover. How this will help, coming up.
The controversy continues to build over the process and the price tag associated with Rehoboth Beach's new city manager.
New solar panels at one local library, how they're helping the environment and benefiting the community.
And over the next few days, we will continue to get warmer as the beginning of summer draws a little bit closer.
This is CoastTV News at 5.
These small plants will make a big difference when storms come around. Good evening, I'm Mallory Metzner.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 5. We begin tonight with an update to the story we first brought you last week.
What was once grassy dunes are now complete sand, but that's changing as of today. Coast TV News reporter Kevin Zappe shows us what the homeowners are doing to fix this.
The dune that was destroyed weeks ago will finally be getting a makeover. Something John Neff, who lives in the area, is finally glad to see.
Here we are like a week 10 days later, and they're finally getting the planning done.
A few weeks back, Neff noticed these dunes were taken down entirely. Neff said these grass dunes are meant to protect the surrounding area from erosion and any hurricanes that might occur. The homeowners in front of the dune that was destroyed told Coast TV they did not intend for this to happen, and said it was a miscommunication between the contractor and what they wanted to be done. To make things right, they are paying out of their own pocket to fix the mistake. And Jeff Sachs, the person they hired to fix it, explains how these plants will bring the dunes back.
The grass is pretty amazing. It digs down and the roots extend 8 to 10 feet underground and 6 to 8 feet wide. So it'll help stabilize, once it's mature, it'll help stabilize the ground and actually has the ability to capture sand and increase the height of the dune over time as well.
Neff says the state needs to make the rules clearer so that people know to ask DNREC for permission if they want to alter the beach dunes.
Really, the state needs to control this a little better, I would think, as to who's allowed to do what on the dunes, and then we wouldn't have this problem.
The replacement of the sand dunes will take 2 to 3 more days, but for the roots to grow completely under the sand, it will take years for it to grow back to what it once was. I'm Kevin Zappe in Bethany Beach, Coast TV News.
Staying in Bethany Beach, tomorrow, DNREC will present a free lecture to homeowners on living shorelines in Delaware. Living shorelines act as a barrier against shoreline erosion by using natural materials like oyster shells. DNREC says the lecture will offer insight into how to enhance the natural beauty of a property. This presentation is happening at the South Coastal Library at 2 p.m.
Since Taylor Tedder was hired as the new Rehoboth Beach city manager back in April, his contract has been the talk of the town. Now, several people from Rehoboth Beach have submitted a petition to the state attorney general's office stating that the hiring of city manager Tedder was a potential violation of the Freedom of Information Act, which the city denies. Rehoboth Beach City Manager Taylor Tedder's annual salary is $250,000 plus $50,000 in moving expenses and a $750,000 home loan that will be forgiven in full if he stays for 7 years. Another concern stated in the FOIA petition is the claim that the compensation package for Tedder was not decided in a public forum. The city says it held 7 meetings from November to March, but those were executive sessions, which are not open to the public. Tom Gaynor is one of 40 people who signed a petition to the state attorney's office claiming that Tedder's hiring was a potential violation of that Freedom of Information Act.
The way that this process was conducted was dysfunctional. It was potentially fraudulent. And I think that it could have been better, it should have been better, and frankly, the people of Rehoboth who were expected to pay the bills deserved better.
The DOJ said the city had until Tuesday, June 11th to respond to the allegations. The DOJ says after it receives the city's submission, officials will make a determination if there was any kind of violation. And this brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know what you think is most important for a city manager.
Let's take a look at the results so far. On your screen here, it looks like 63% of people who voted here say management experience is important. I think in second place, we've got 18% for finance experience.
And if you want to go be a part of this poll, it's easy to do. Go to coasttv.com or use the Coast TV mobile app. Now let's take a live look into the Cambridge area. Sort of a nice day out there, pleasant. We need to check in with our chief meteorologist, Paul Williams.
Well, bottom line here is that, hey, everybody's your friend when it's a sunny day. I had at least 4 new friends at the gym. Nice to meet you as well, by the way. Take a look. We'll see how friendly they are when it starts getting to be like 90 next week, right? So, our Ocean City camera, absolutely gorgeous weather. We have high pressure that's in full control of our weather, and typically, and this is one of those cases, a typical case, high pressure means great weather and sunshine. And we're going to stay clear going into the rest of the night as we drop into the lower 70s. Now, we do have somewhat breezy conditions throughout the Chesapeake Bay area, but other than that, I don't see any trepidation dealing with the forecast in any form whatsoever. Temperatures right now in the 70s. We're at 81 degrees in Redden, by the way, 78 in Milton, 75 in Millsboro. And so here's the small craft advisory we're talking about affecting Oxford, Castlehaven, Thomas, and Madison, those areas. Watching out for 25-mile-per-hour winds there. But on the other side of the peninsula, not a problem, not a breeze problem, wind problem, or any kind of problem. Coming up, we're going to talk about not necessarily a problem, but a reality check, because summer's right around the corner, and so are those summer temps, Mallory.
Thank you, Paul. Looking forward to the warmer weather here. State-of-the-art solar panels were recently installed at the Georgetown Public Library, making them one of the early adopters of solar power at libraries in the first state. As you can see from above, there are over 200 solar panels on the library's roof. According to the library, since the complete installation of the solar panels at the end of March, they've saved the equivalent of 368 trees planted. All of this was possible thanks to a grant from Energize Delaware, a nonprofit in the state that helps put energy efficiency and solar renewable energy projects into action around the state.
What's exciting about this is there's not a lot of funding opportunities for nonprofits and libraries to be able to take advantage of renewable energy. And so this funding opportunity for libraries helped put over 200 solar panels onto the roof of the Georgetown Library, which is going to greatly reduce their energy footprint by over 50%, which allows them to have money to invest back into the community as opposed to just keeping the lights on.
Energize Delaware looks forward to continuing working with libraries in the first state to reduce their energy footprint.
Some big money is up for grabs in the form of grants here in the first state, and if you're a farmer, you should listen to this. The Sussex Conservation District is accepting applications for the Cover Crop Cost Share Program and the Cover Crop Referral Program. This lasts through Friday, June 26th. Farmers enrolled in the cover crop program will be provided with up to $75,000 in cost share assistance.
New today, safety upgrades have been added to this intersection in Milton. Today, crews could be seen placing all-way stop signs at the intersection of Harbison Road, Chestnut Street, and Shingle Point Road. This was in order to encourage drivers to slow down, increase visibility, and reduce the number of accidents at that intersection.
Some mixed news on the economy today. New numbers show annual inflation cooled last month. Bless you, Paul. The positive signs come as the Federal Reserve unveiled its latest decision on what to do with key interest rates. NBC's Bree Jackson has the latest from Washington.
New numbers show inflation may be easing its grip on the economy, but prices remain high. Just ask Tiani Craig, a realtor and a mother of 2.
It's a lot to balance, between not making as much in the market and trying to keep the family going.
The Federal Reserve announcing its latest decision on interest rates.
Decided to leave our policy interest rate unchanged and to continue to reduce our securities holdings.
A decision affecting everything from credit cards to mortgage rates.
We need interest rates to go down. We need mortgage rates to go down.
Consumer Price Index data released today paints a rosier picture, showing prices ticked up just 3.3% in May compared to the same time last year, a sign inflation is cooling. The economic news follows last Friday's jobs report, which was much stronger than economists expected, with unemployment remaining at a low 4%. Still, families planning vacations this travel season are feeling the pinch.
We jumped on this really good hotel deal in Dominican Republic earlier this year, but now we can't afford the plane tickets to get there.
Financial experts say this could be a summer of value for consumers.
A lot of the big retailers are actually cutting prices on a lot of things. You'll see goods prices maybe start to retrench and go back.
More good news. Falling prices at the pump may provide some relief for those considering road trips. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
New today, one of the Russian Navy's most modern warships has arrived in the port of Havana, sending a clear message to the United States. It's part of a 4-ship Russian convoy, including a nuclear-powered submarine, making a high-profile visit to Cuba and conducting military exercises at sea. The U.S. says it has deployed planes and ships to track those military exercises. A former CIA chief of Russian operations says Cuba and Russia have a long-standing relationship, and Putin is displeased due to the U.S. and NATO allies allowing Ukraine to use weapons that were initially for Russia against them in the war.
Coming up, almost 12 years after the tragic shooting at Sandy Hook, the students that survived are now graduating and reflecting on that awful day.
And for the next few days, warming trend will begin to kick in, and by next week we'll have a full-blown summer situation right here in Delmarva.
First, how the community is coming together once again to honor a fallen officer. That's up next.
Patty was driving home from the grocery store thinking about what to make for dinner. Carl was driving home from the sports bar having had 3 shots of whiskey and a pitcher of beer. Unfortunately, when the light turned red, Carl didn't notice and crashed into Patty, sending her to the hospital. Patty fought for her life. We fought for her justice. Folks, if you've been injured in a car accident, tip the scales of justice in your favor. Call Schwartz & Schwartz today.
Feeling the summer sizzle? Is it turning your home into a sauna? At FH Fur, we know you can't wait when your AC is down for the count. That's why we're offering same-day service, guaranteed. If we don't make it to you the very same day, you will pay a diagnostic or dispatch fee, plain and simple. So whether your AC is blowing hot air, your thermostat is on the fritz, or your entire system needs replacing, an FH Fur expert technician will bring your comfort back today.
877-CALL-FUR, FHFur.com.
Faster internet is better. That's why Extreme is increasing speeds and lowering prices, giving you more go, more whoa, more vroom, and boom for less. Get Internet 250 with whole home Wi-Fi 360 Pro for just $19.99 a month for a year. Plus, call now and get a $100 credit on your internet package. New faster speeds, new lower prices. Call 844-EXTREME2.
Carrington Raceway and Casino and Bet Rivers have come together to give you Delaware's must-play online casino and sportsbook, featuring hundreds of exciting slots and table games. Plus, with non-stop sports betting action, you'll know you're where winners play. Sign up now and we'll cover 24 hours of casino losses up to $250, or get a second chance sports bet up to $250. Bet Rivers and Harrington Raceway and Casino. It's where winners play. Download the app today.
This is Coast TV News at 5.
It's been 2 years since Corporal Glenn Hilliard was killed in the line of duty. At his funeral in June of 2022, Wicomico County Deputy Glenn Hilliard was posthumously promoted to corporal, a rank that he had been actively pursuing before his death. Happening right now, the FOP Lodge 111 in Salisbury is holding an event to honor Corporal Hilliard. It runs until 6 p.m. The community comes together to honor its fallen hero each year, and a sign on Route 611 dedicates a 4-mile stretch of the road to him.
And today we remember those affected by gun violence. The survivors of the Sandy Hook Elementary School massacre have graduated from high school today. They'll remember those lost in the shooting in Newtown, Connecticut, in the deadliest K-12 school shooting in U.S. history. Newtown High School's class of 2024 will be wearing green and white ribbons on their graduation gowns. Each is inscribed with "Forever in Our Hearts" to remember the children and adults who were killed.
And today marks 8 years since a gunman walked into an Orlando nightclub and opened fire. 49 people were killed at Pulse, a popular gay club. It is the deadliest attack on the LGBTQ community and one of the worst mass shootings in America. The city of Orlando holds an event every year to honor the victims, their families, survivors, and first responders. It starts with ringing 49 bells to remember the number of lives lost.
Let's take a look at our Bay forecast for Thursday. 85 degrees. We'll push it up to 88 on Friday, then 84 on Saturday. And we're looking for temperatures to stay well into the 80s this week. And if you think this is warm, wait till you get a load of the forecast for next week.
From empty nester to first home, Accessible Home Builders does it all.
It was great working with Scott at Accessible Builders. He called us every Monday and asked us to come over to the house at each step of the way during the construction of our home.
It was pretty unique working with Scott because not only is he the owner, but he was working in here hands-on with his employees and really just trying to make our vision come to life.
Design your dream home with Accessible Home Builders.
Kickstart your summer with Gateway Subaru, where they have more in-stock Subaru inventory to choose from than other dealers have combined. Get ready for adventure with a 2024 Subaru Outback or Subaru Forester with financing as low as 0.9%. Need more space? Go big with the 2024 Subaru Ascent with financing as low as 2.9%. Electrify your journey in a new 2024 Subaru Solterra with financing as low as 0%. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
Behind these picket fences lies a secret, the hidden gardens of Lewis. Now you can see all their colorful splendor at the 33rd Annual Lewis Garden Tour on Saturday, June 15th. Enjoy the 7 private gardens along with numerous breathtaking public displays. Find unique additions for your own garden at the Zwannendale Park Garden Market. Tickets are $30 in advance and $35 the day of the tour. For more information, call 302-645-8073 or order tickets online at lewischamber.com.
Back pain? Trouble sleeping? Slowing down? Reduce stress by 22% with hydrotherapy, lessening pain and improving sleep. At Delaware Hot Tub Company, we have saltwater hot tubs to give you these relaxing health benefits. A simpler, cleaner way to relax using fewer chemicals and easier to maintain too. Why stress when you can relax? Hot tubs, hotter prices at Delaware Hot Tub Company in Millsboro and Lewis. Ask about 0% financing.
It's time to take your outdoor area to the next level. Hi, this is Mark Fry, Shagrin Home Comfort Products. Stay offline and shop local. We specialize in providing homeowners with the best outdoor living products. Stop in our showroom in Rehoboth and interact with our state-of-the-art outdoor kitchen displays, including grills, pizza ovens, and outdoor refrigeration. Need a freestanding grill or fire table for your existing patio or deck? We have them too. Come see us in the Midway Shopping Center, Rehoboth Beach. And mark your calendar for our open house June 15th from 9 to 3.
Coast TV First Alert Weather. Your safety, our commitment.
You guys couldn't see this, but Mallory was dancing in the background because she's so happy about the sunshine. So a lot of us are dancing in the sunshine, not the rain, in the sunshine. Although there's nothing wrong with dancing in the rain if that's what you like to do. That being said, our gutter helmet camera right now in Ocean View, looking very tranquil right now, just really calm. It's really a nice picture and view of what's happening. And one of the reasons why we moved here, there's something about beach atmosphere that just is relaxing if you take the time out to enjoy it, right? We'll have clear skies if you're enjoying it for tonight, and we'll drop to 73 degrees. Now, as the sun goes down, temperature's going to drop a little rapidly because it's going to be clear, and we'll have relatively light winds. Now, that's, of course, if you're not right along the Chesapeake Bay area, because that's where we have active winds up to 20 miles per hour, even up to 25, with the small craft advisory that's going to be active for Thursday and most of the early morning hours for Friday. This may be extended to Friday afternoon. That's why I was thinking in the back of my head here. So we have high pressure on this side, and we have a low, high pressure system on this side. So both are creating clockwise rotation. One's coming out to the north here, from the south here. So we're seeing a mixture of winds that are going to be swirling here a little bit. Not really causing a problem, but it's an interesting situation to have two high pressure systems so close to one another. But the big trend is that everything's going to start getting warmer. For example, case in point. We're 9 degrees warmer now than we were 24 hours ago in Georgetown, and I'm expecting that warmer trend to continue for the next couple of days. We're at 77 degrees in Rehoboth, and 72 degrees in Rehoboth, and in Bethany Beach, 77 in Lewis, Milton, Milford, and in Georgetown. Now, as far as what it feels like, we're looking for the feels like temperatures to boost into the mid-80s at the very least for Thursday afternoon. Now, that's Thursday afternoon. Now, you'll notice something. By Friday, we're going to start having a heat index climb into the 90s. Now, it's not a heat wave per se, because there's some devastating and deadly heat that's happening throughout the rest of the country. We're on like the very outer fringe of that same dome of high pressure that's really going to make big headlines, and you'll see it probably today on the network news following our newscast at 6 o'clock. So our muggy meter is going to dip on Saturday, but notice by Sunday and Monday of next week, we start escalating quickly, okay? So here's the deal. Friday, we're looking for temperatures in the 80s with winds out of the southeast and then out of the north going into late Friday night. Our most southern viewing area, we're looking for 60s to start off Friday. And then for Friday afternoon, we're going to be in the low 80s, but it's going to feel like the upper 80s to near 90s. By the way, the Berlin bathtub races, hey, it's going to be 90 by 2, 3, and 4 o'clock. So be sure you enjoy that. By the way, I hear CoastTV has a winning bathtub in the race. Did I really say that on the air? A winning bathtub on the race? Yeah. I meant that. So anyway, remember, we're going to escalate going into next week. Don't forget that. Finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling extended forecast. Next week, as you're getting ready for your Juneteenth celebrations, it's going to be 90 degrees and sunshine on that day and the day after.
We salute the United States Navy. The U.S. Navy stands as a cornerstone of global maritime power, safeguarding peace and stability across the world's oceans. From the pivotal Battle of Midway to patrolling strategic sea lanes today, Navy sailors and aviators have upheld a legacy of excellence and strategic prowess. We salute all those who have served and continue to serve in the Navy, dedicating themselves to protecting our freedoms with honor and dedication. Their commitment ensures the safe passage of commerce, the deterrence of aggression, and the support of allied forces, making them indispensable guardians of the seas.
Spicer Brothers and CoastTV are honoring military persons and first responders serving Delmarva. If you have a family member, friend, or community member that you would like to nominate for a CoastTV salute, go to coasttvsalutes.com.
Spring is fading fast. No more waiting. It's time to get the deck of your dreams started. Paul Davis will design, build, or resurface any size deck with the highest quality materials.
Our AZAC decks are scratch, fade, and insect resistant with a lifetime warranty. We'll bring the showroom to you, provide you same-day estimates, handle permitting, and guide you through the HOA approvals.
Save big. Enjoy 20% off plus a $1,000 gift card free towards outdoor furniture from Donaway when you invest in your new deck. Call Paul Davis for a free estimate.
Weather is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, your storm damage experts, here to help now.
Since 1964, Tidewater Utilities has been providing high-quality water service that's essential to public health and quality of life. The Tidewater team are local, trusted experts who are continuously investing in infrastructure and monitoring water quality to ensure it meets the highest standards. We're in your community, making sure water is there when you need it. I'm Bruce Patrick, President of Tidewater Utilities. Thank you for helping make Tidewater Southern Delaware's premier water company for over 60 years. We look forward to continuing to serve you.
Introducing Signatures, the most unique restaurant and event venue at the beach, showcasing exceptional and stunning views of our golf course. Sit back with a local craft brew after your round at one of our indoor or outdoor bars. Meet up with your friends and enjoy a game of bocce by the fire pits, or play a game of golf, football, soccer, or any game of your choosing in our glass enclosed simulator. Open to the public in Bayside, Fenwick Island, Delaware.
No strangers here, just friends you've not met yet. With an outside patio and inside charm, Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant Milton is a local's favorite on the banks of the Broadkill River. Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant Lewis, gorgeous views, free parking, and the best happy hour at the beach, with room for everyone. And for a truly special event, go no further than the Lewis Room at Irish Eyes. The panoramic views, in-house chef, and professional team will make it easy to plan your next event. Find out more at irisheyespub.com.
I'm proud of you, son. Thanks, Dad. That means a lot. This home wouldn't be possible without the foundational life lessons you taught me. Call Dry Zone. What? To protect your crawl space. This is Delmarva, son. Just like your life, your home's foundation needs a dry crawl space. Call Dry Zone. They're the oldest and the best. Just like you, Dad.
Protect your largest investment with Delmarva's local choice, Dry Zone, the oldest and the best.
Brought to you by Dry Zone, your local crawl space experts.
Here are some things to keep an eye out across Delmarva. The YMCA of Delaware is set for its statewide Juneteenth celebration. Juneteenth is the newest federal holiday set in place to honor the ending of slavery in Texas in 1865, which officially put an end to slavery in the United States. The YMCA of Delaware invites the community to celebrate Juneteenth at any of its locations. That's on Wednesday, June 19th. All branches will be open to the community for free.
Don't play ball just yet at Pocomoke Middle School. The county's recreation department announced a ribbon cutting previously scheduled for today. It's been postponed due to contractor delays. The county says the park will be dedicated after the court is striped.
We have some programming changes on Coast TV later this week to tell you about. We are Delmarva's home for the U.S. Open. The coverage starts Friday at 1 p.m. Then at 7 p.m., that's when you can tune into Jeopardy. You don't want to miss that. And at 7:30, we will have NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
Something else to look forward to this week. The Berlin bathtub races. That's happening on Friday. Paul was just talking about them. The friendly races feature locals and businesses competing using their own designed racing bathtub. I guess we got to get one of those. Coast Life will have a live pre-show at 4 p.m. on the Delmarva Sports Network. Then watch the races live at 6 p.m. on the Delmarva Sports Network through your TV or on the DSN app. We'll be right back.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry-first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation, where we bring the showroom to you.
Thank you for calling Coastal Comfort.
This is a complimentary call. A couple of years ago, I had my heat pumps replaced. Last night, I noticed one of them wasn't working right. Somebody was out here within a couple of hours, and it's working perfectly. I was in the service industry for 33 years. Good service is something you can't find today. It very much is appreciated. Your crew is a good crew. Really fine people are professional and they're efficient.
Coastal Comfort, a Carrier factory authorized dealer. Carrier, turn to the experts.
I'm Delaware Insurance Commissioner Trinidad Navarro. Do you or someone you love have difficulty paying for Medicare premiums or prescription costs? Medicare-eligible Delawareans can receive free health insurance counseling from the Delaware Medicare Assistance Bureau, or DMAB. Financial assistance is available to help for Medicare premiums, deductibles, coinsurance, and prescription costs. Call DMAB at 302-674-7364 to see if you qualify.
The big issues: abortion, civil rights, healthcare. When Trump policies were attacking our rights, County Executive Matt Meyer fought back. Now Trump is promising a national abortion ban and huge cuts to healthcare coverage. Matt's healthcare plan will reduce costs, not coverage, by increasing competition on the exchange. And Matt's plan will protect women's access to abortion, always. So call Matt Meyer. Tell him you support his plans to protect Delaware values.
Secondhand smoke lingers for hours. And it's killed almost 3 million people since 1964. When you smoke in the house, everyone in the house smokes. So, take it outside. Visit takeitoutside.de.org.
So let's enjoy the sunshine for today, shall we? If you're in Milford, courtesy of our Bay Health camera, you're enjoying that same kind of sunshine. Traffic's moving on kind of brisk right there, but there are no problems. Looking at temperatures falling to 71 with mostly clear skies. We do have a small craft advisory throughout the Chesapeake Bay area, so we're watching out for about 20 to 25 mile per hour winds there. By the way, keep up with your forecast. It's already been updated for you. Your forecast is just a phone call away, 443-880-9100, sponsored by Baird, Mandalis, Buckstead, and Federico. Finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling, the exclusive 10-day forecast. And we're going to stay in the 80s till we get to Juneteenth, and then we're going to go into the 90s and stay there.
Thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 5.
For more news, for more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
Inside Edition is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 6. Have a great evening.